I have a question for Casey, really. I mean, if you rent from a landlord who only has like a few units, or a few people renting from them, I would imagine that that would kind of change the math a little bit on your ability to organize fellow renters in order to kind of, add a little extra weight to your requests of this landlord. Like, do you have any tips for how those kinds of renters should try and organize? Are there mechanisms in place that can help them in lieu of like fellow renters, or um, what what do you think would be the move there?
Yes, you're talking about like smaller landlords if it's not like huge property owners. Right,
Right.
yeah. So I mean, recently we've had a tenants, it wasn't even like a tenants union even. They didn't really even have to establish that, but it was just 4 units. And it was 4 units. The landlord lived in one of the units, and then it was 3 other people who were getting lease non-renewals, and they wanted to live in their housing. They had lived in their housing. They had lived in that place for a long time. Oftentimes, it's almost easier to organize in smaller buildings like that because you're able to get in contact with every single person, because you're able to stand out in the backyard, with face masks, of course, but you're able to see people in person. Whereas, my landlord or my management property owns 44 buildings across the city of Chicago. And Lord knows I have tried to canvas, at least like 10 of them, but that's hard. So I actually would say that it is easier to run campaigns in smaller buildings because you're able to get in touch with more tenants. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, totally.